Truck Series, the Hogan Farms Howie Lettow Classic 30. They are on track right now. The trucks, as qualifying is underway for the Midwest Truck Series. My name is Dean Strom. Have the pleasure of once again being paired up with Brock Heinrich. They said it would never happen again. After Slinger, they threatened us. They said, nope, we can't put you two together anymore. But here we are. We're back.
Yeah, we're back. Well, did we have too much fun the last time? Because I know I had fun. This was a different experience for me, and I loved every bit of it. There's a lot going on in here, and everybody does such an awesome job with all this. It's just great to be a part of it once again.
It's good to have you here. Group qualifying for the Midwest Truck Series. That's Ryan Schrader, the Mosinee, Wisconsin driver in the 17 truck. He is on track right now. We have a couple of updates here for you, which we will get to momentarily. But you're looking there at the 15 truck. The rookie driver, Race Olson from Seneca, Illinois. Trucks are going to get, I think, a good 2 or 3 laps here in this group session. Eddie Dabrowski waves the checkered flag over this session for the trucks. Looks like Race Olson was quickest, and they did get 3 laps. 19:3:11. Wyatt Crace, Parker Kane, Annie Green, Ryan Schrader. There you see the trucks, a little bit of a logjam getting off. Group qualifying. Groups were set by practice times earlier today. Said we'd have an update for you on a couple of the trucks. Thank you to Drew Krybeck for that. One truck that was scheduled to be in this session, the 33 of Grant Whitcraft, they were having battery issues. You're gonna pick up on the theme here, Brock. They were having battery issues. The 33 truck was. They're running into town to get a new battery, and then Blake Brown, the 71 truck, who is third in the championship point standings, they were having battery cable issues, and they too were running into town.
Well, they can carpool then. They're going right to Advanced Auto Parts to pick themselves up some new cable and a new yellow top.
Yeah. I was going to suggest the same. They could carpool. So both of those drivers, we are told that they likely will not qualify. All of the trucks that are here, it's my understanding, they're going to make the show. There was 28 on the entry list. That's got to be frustrating. Hey, it's a bang 2 practice sessions today. The one-day show, 2 quick practice sessions, and when you have trouble and got to run into town, man, that's frustrating.
Yeah, especially if you got a smaller team and you need all hands on deck, making sure the truck's what it needs to be. That can hurt you. You're losing time there. Any minute that you can spend on the racetrack gathering data it's priceless. So you need to be out there, and it's never fun to have to work on something mechanical when you should be working on making your racecraft faster.
Oregon's just a few miles up the road one way, and Stoughton's a few miles down the road the other way. We'll see where they went. Right now, this is Kevin Zielazinski as the next group comes out, the 38 truck, the new Lenox, Illinois driver in the 38. Scoring monitor says that Zielazinski goes up into the number 2 spot.
Another important note with these trucks is they have a harder tire, so they need a lot more laps to get the proper amount of heat in the tires to show who's really got what they got. And we're only getting 3 laps here, and you really have a chance if maybe you didn't show something in practice to put it to the top of the board as long as you can run a wicked lap.
Lainey Osborne in that black number 3 truck. She is a rookie driver. Nick Quinnell, Arkdale, Wisconsin driver in the 5. Another note with this Midwest Truck Series, speaking of the tires, they only get 1 per week. And I saw several of the trucks, the sticker tire went to the left rear.
If you need a lot of forward bite, if you think it's hard to speak on because we usually get 2 or 4 with the super lates. Mm-hmm. And I have always wondered how the truck teams decide where they put their tire. It's probably just on laps. We know the right sides take more of a beating than the left sides, but if you've got, let's say, over 300 laps, maybe maybe, well, that's probably a lot for the trucks, but 150 laps on the left, and then you just swap it out. It gets too hard because you're starting to lose forward bite. It's one tire, so it's either going on the right front or the right rear for the first race. And if you know you're going to need a right front, you're probably going to need more bite in the left rear as well, because you got to ride on your right rear for a while. Week by week, I meant.
We're Austin Werner in the 22 truck. There's Grant Griesbach in the 60 truck, a driver who is looking for his third consecutive fast time and fourth of the season in the 60 truck. Grant, one to keep an eye on here. He comes in 10th in the championship standings, but that's only because they had a post-race technical infraction earlier in the season. That 60 truck, we saw him at the Slinger Super Speedway a couple weeks back as part of the prelude to the Nationals, and he was fast qualifier. He didn't do himself any favors rolling die, though. He had to start well deep in the field, but Grant worked his way forward. And right now, as we look at the leaderboard, Griesbach will go to the top. A 19.223, 192.23 for the driver who dabbles in the super late models on Thursday nights at Kaukauna, Sunday nights at the Slinger Speedway, and full-time the Midwest Truck Series here in Scott and Lori Lynch's number 60. Blake Brown. He did make it out for qualifying. He'll go second quick, a 19.264. We're going to see Blake in action in both divisions tonight. Austin Warner, nice lap there for the youngster, the driver of the 22 from Georgia. And there's Blake Brown in a 71. Austin Warner goes into the third spot. So Griesbach, a 19.026. Whoa, easy there, Blake. You almost had a crash getting off the track. That Cunis RV 71, former champion in the Midwest Truck Series, and we said we'll see him in action a little bit later on. Pulling double duty, going to see him in the ASA Midwest Tour, running a car that is normally campaigned by Jeff Storm. We'll get to the story of that ride when Blake comes out for qualifying for the Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Midwest Tour. Another group makes its way on track. Again, group qualifying for the Midwest Truck Series. You are, if you're a subscriber, watching on your subscription. If you're just checking in on social media, this is a live look-in. Live look-in on our social media channels. And, of course, every time we do a live look-in, we want the fans to check in. Gary Van Buzzkirk from Northern Illinois is watching. Gary, thank you. April Anderson is watching, cheering for Penn Sauter. That's a good one to cheer for.
That's a good pick. I'd have to agree.
Rich Zimpel, Rippin. Anyone who hasn't won before, hashtag underdog for life. Well, Penn Sauter is one of those guys who's looking for a super late model first win. Pam Guernsey, watching from Indiana. Nikki Seacoat, she is watching and checking in, cheering for Penn Sauter. There's former champion in the Midwest Truck Series. The 3 truck is Brandon Reichenberger. Again, sports number 3. Brandon Reichenberger comes in here 6th in the championship standings. This, of course, is group qualifying 608 graphics qualifying. Midwest Truck Series, no stranger to Madison International Speedway. Truck Series was here on Joe Shear Classic weekend, but the Truck Series started here at Madison International Speedway as a weekly division back in 1997.
And it's obviously picked up so much speed since then. Very happy for the series and the amount of trucks and teams that they are able to bring in. It's just really, really growing. I know Drew was pulling on me to try to get me in the truck earlier today. And I don't know. We'll just have to see. Things are a little shaken up in our base.
Brady Bill in the 70 truck. Brady will be 5th on the charts. If you're watching, again, on YouTube, chime in. We'd love to hear from you. And a big thanks to everyone watching on Facebook Live. So YouTube, Facebook Live. The 23 truck was on track as well. That's Tristan Swanson. He'll chime in second quick. He's your championship point leader, 19,157. But wait, there's more. Another group. I misspoke before. The first, I think I had Nick Van in the 24 truck in the first group. That was not Nick. That was Annie Green. Nick Van is in this group. That's the one truck of Eugene Gregorich III, Amherst Junction, Wisconsin driver. There's Nick Van. Picked up a win last year at the Dixieland in support of the ASA Midwest Tour. That's the race that we will go to next up at Wisconsin International Raceway in just a matter of a couple of weeks. But there's Nick Van in the 24 truck. Missed the Slinger event. Did Nick? James Swan in this group. The 93 of Chester Ace also in this group. Troy Bertram watching Cape Coral, Florida. Yeesh. You think it was hot here last week? How do you think it is in Cape Coral, Florida?
You will never see me living down in Florida, that's for sure.
Bob Armstrong, thank you for checking in from Illinois. There's Swanee, James Swan. Talk about the Slinger Speedway, the Preludes and the Nationals, the Midwest Truck Series. Well, this driver was the winner, was Swan. He put on an absolutely dominating performance. Comes in here second in the championship points, 13 back. At Oak Creek Automotive, Exhale Concrete Coatings, PMF Landscape Supply, Benson Valley Bourbon, number 97. Swanee, new truck, campaigning in a new truck, brand new truck here in 2026. And he was fast in the first practice session. Like I said, he put on a dominating performance at Slinger. I have the sneaking suspicion that Swanee is getting that new truck dialed in. The Wayne Ace Bus Service 93, that is Chester Ace, the winningest driver in the Midwest Truck Series here at Madison with 5 wins. You know who's turning wrenches on that 93 truck? Like Chester needs any extra help? Bobby Wilberg. Bobby Wilberg knows a thing or two about getting around Madison International Speedway. And he's got the headset on and helping the 93 truck. So it looks like Gregorich, who was in that final session, is going to go to the top of the board at an 18,971. Bumps Grant Griesbach back to second. Chester Ace, who was in that last group, is third. Nick Van, fourth. Tristan Swanson will be slotted in the 5th position. And I believe that that does it for group qualifying for the Midwest Truck Series. Of course, we'll see the trucks in action, in heat race action later on. They'll come back for a 30-lapper. The Hogan Farms Howie Lettow Classic 30. Yeah, let's talk about that Midwest truck that Drew was bending your ear on. That's because your super late models on the sidelines.
Yeah, we find a little bit more every night. We're out there working on it, and
if you weren't with us on Track TV, and I don't mean to interrupt you, but perhaps somebody who's watching now, we're speaking with Brock Heinrich. Brock's in the booth with me. The reason why he's not on track is because at Norway, the last time the tour was in action, you got upside down.
Yeah, no, we actually had just discovered this week we had broken a shock, and I was out there running. We had made up a couple spots since the race started, and then we fell back after a restart, and I probably should have pulled the car off sooner because the handle had completely gone away. It started bottoming out, and just out of frustration ended up washing high after getting past. I couldn't see the best, and just ended up driving right off the track and making myself a mess. So ended up on my lid. That's real cool.
Was that the first time?
That was the first time I was ever upside down. And I really missed an opportunity to rip all my clothes off and do the Ricky Bobby thing through the infield.
You did.
I'm hoping that never happens again, but next time, anticipate it if there is next time.
and we were talking before, earlier today, we were talking about all the different parts and components that you found broken or in need of repair on that thing. It really looked like a gentle roll.
Right.
You just kind of backed into the tire barrier and rolled over onto your roof. But, man, that's just these things, these super late models are so precise.
Oh, yeah. They're fragile. They're light. They're built to go fast. They're not built to wreck. And that's, like you just said, we didn't really think it was going to be that bad either. But as one piece came off, the next piece came off, and that didn't look good. And we start running into really expensive things like spindles, racks, rear end, the transmission. Everything seemed to just take a hit. And I personally didn't think it was that bad of a wreck either. The rollover was an inconvenience. It was going into the tires that did our damage, and it's just one of those things. So we're tearing it all the way down. We're going to build it all the way back up, and hopefully whenever we get back on track this year, we're hoping by the end of August.
Okay.
But whenever we're back, it should be like a brand new race car, and we should be fast. So I'm really looking forward to getting back in the seat. And it's kind of depressing. Not that it's depressing being with you guys, but I like being in the pits working on my stuff and making laps on the race cars. So we'll be back. I'll do some exercises and make sure I'm really ready for some racing once we get back to it.
Come back better and stronger and faster, right?
Oh, yeah. That's the only way.
Midwest Tour qualifying is next. Again, if you're watching on our social media and our live look-in, we thank you. Be sure to chime in. If you're watching on YouTube, we'd love to hear from you, who you're cheering for, where you're watching from, maybe even a picture of your setup. If you got a cool setup, if you're out on the patio or sitting by the pool. And if you're watching on our Facebook Live, thank you again for tuning in. This is our live look-in. You've seen Truck Series qualifying. ASA Midwest Tour qualifying is up next, and we will be back with Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Midwest Tour qualifying in just a moment.
5-star bodies, the most advanced bodies on the market, aerodynamically engineered, manufactured from the highest grade and lightest weight materials, tested tough for optimum performance. The highest quality and most durable products you'll find anywhere. Our products help racers around the world reach victory lane. Winning never looks so good. Faster, lighter, stronger, better. 5-star.
This corner isn't just a car lot, it's where stories begin. First jobs, first road trips, creating memories and starting new chapters. For the dreamers, the doers, the ones building something of their own, we've got you too. Because at Car Corner, it's not just about getting a car, it's about where that car will take you.
On race day, performance matters, and off the track, it matters even more. Jim Burke Excavating delivers power, precision, and reliability when it counts. Proud sponsor of number 80, Ryan Farrell Racing.
Nortec Equipment are committed to helping you empower your landscape projects with our line of soil processors for tractors, skid steers, and mini skids. Based out of Wausau, Wisconsin, Nortec Equipment products are proudly made in the USA. Our products deliver expertly engineered equipment at competitive prices that are tailored to meet the diverse needs of the turf, landscape, construction, and agricultural industry. Give us a call today at 715-393-4458. Nortec Equipment are proud sponsors of Frederickson Racing.
Why not give your grill the deep clean it deserves? The CitraSafe Grill Cleaner Complete Bucket Kit has everything you need to get your grill spotless, inside and out. Powered by natural citrus, CitraSafe cuts through the toughest grease and grime safely and easily. No harsh chemicals, no hassle. Recipes taste better on a clean grill.
I've been told my whole life that I'm pretty fast. For a girl. Well, I hate to break it to you, but that's not true.
Jay Evans gets it done.
Because with the right team, you write your own story. So no, I'm not fast for a girl. I'm fast, period.
Majeski goes up the track, contact. Sutton one to the outside lane, now Cross wants more real estate down low. They go, they bang!
The 16-year-old in front of the Racers are dedicated to winning. And Chevrolet Performance's 3 factory-sealed Circle Track crate engines can help you get to the checkered flag first. Whether you're a weekend warrior or a touring hero, on dirt or pavement, Chevrolet Performance Circle Track crate engines are engineered to win. Right out of the box.
We're the leader in race fuels. We've been doing this since in the 60s. We use our distillation tower, which is unique. No other race fuel companies do that in the world. We also test every single batch that goes out the door on over 15 different parameters that ensure the tune-up will be identical.
That consistency in the marketplace that makes us a premium brand.
Make the same stuff every time. We're pretty darn close to perfect.
Fire Suppression Solutions, proud sponsor of the ASA Stars National Tour.
We get to meet other drivers, team members, and people come up to you in the pits and say thank you, and I'm glad you're here. And it's more positive than you've probably heard in a long time. We just want you to get out and understand that there are people who care. Our Safe 22 Motorsports program is made up of partnerships with many disciplines and experience to everyone. And you might get to ranks, you might not. And what I can guarantee you're going to do is not sit inside your own self-pity, and you're going to have a good time.
Back at Madison International Speedway, the Howie Lettow Classic. For the Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Midwest Tour, we have some races coming up here on Track TV. We are at Madison International Speedway right now, Friday night, July 24th. Then we go to the biggie, Kaukauna, Wisconsin International Raceway. Tuesday night, first Tuesday in August. You going to be there, Brockstar?
Even on the fence.
As a fan?
Oh, I'm an excellent fan. We'll have to see. A lot of times we do a pool at our race shop. We get everybody from the race team out there. And we bet a little bit of money to see who's going to win. I never win anything when it comes to money, so I might just have to go to the racetrack.
That's what's next on the ASA Midwest Tour schedule. Here's what's next on Track TV. Tomorrow, Newport Speedway, ASA Stars National Tour. That'll be a good one. Newport Speedway, fun racetrack. Owasso Speedway, you can watch that tomorrow as well. CRA Pro Series, the Dixie 100, July 31st. We talked about the ASA Midwest Tour at Wisconsin International Raceway on the 4th of August. Big 8 Series right back here at Madison International Speedway, August 7th. A lot of action. Pavement, late model, super late model racing. August 8th, Nashville. That's always a fun one. Again, right here on Track TV. Qualifying is up next for the ASA Midwest Tour. Cars are rolling through pre-race or pre-qualifying tech, I should say. After 4 events of the 9 that make up the 2026 season here for the ASA Midwest Tour, some familiar faces up top, but then some youngsters. Casey Johnson on top by 15 points over Penn Sauter. Casey Johnson, a 4-time series champion. Third in the point standings, Gabe Summers, a 2-time series champion. Levon Vandergeest, former Truck Series champion. He is 4th in the championship point standings, and then Paulie Schaefer 5th. But look at Penn Sauter, 15 points back. Has yet to score his first super late model win. Just 16 years of age. Look up, and he's 2nd in the point standings. Man.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And he's a stone's throw away from collecting a victory. He's been close many times already, and he looked pretty sporty in practice today too. So it'll be interesting to see what he can pull out of his hat. But it's coming. It's going to be pretty soon when Penn gets his.
I was talking to Penn earlier, and shame on me. I just noticed he got his braces off. Got his braces off in February. I said, "You're probably going to gain some weight now, huh?" And he said, "Yeah, because I can eat caramel corn now."
Caramel corn, huh?
16 years old. What's important to you when you're 16 when you get your braces off? You eat some caramel corn.
Yeah, I think I was more worried about women at 16 having braces. I didn't have braces.
No?
But that's what comes to mind for me. You know, everybody's kind of insecure back then.
Yeah. Look at that beautiful grill.
Yeah, it ain't easy
it's
being
all natural,
perfect.
Huh? Yes. Again, ASA Midwest Tour qualifying is up next here at Madison International Speedway. Our track record was established in 2012, track qualifying record 2012. Chris Wimmer did that with a 17:245. In practice today, they were at about a 6 or a 7, so I doubt that we will see a new track qualifying record. One of the things that debuted here today, it's been talked about for a couple of years. Greg McCarnes and the McCarnes family did and they're actually assembling, as we speak, a graveyard of former race cars that have found their way right to the top left of your screen in those trees. That's off at turn 4. Let's take a look at this. Greg McCarnes cut the ribbon, the opening ceremonies for the Racers Graveyard.
Here we go.
That's the Rockford Speedway sign. That's the flag stand from State Park Speedway.
You know, I tried to buy that flag stand before it ended up, somebody's getting fought.
Yeah, that is a Howie Lettow race car right there. His first car that he built, a 1957 hot rod. So this is a race car graveyard. That's a sprint car, and you say, what is a sprint car doing at Madison International Speedway? For 2 years, this track was dirt. So that machine right there competed at Madison International Speedway when it was Impact Speedway. And there's the Rockford Speedway sign. So a couple of race tracks in Rockford Speedway and State Park Speedway have pieces here in the race car graveyard. It's kind of like Dale Jr.'s. I think that's where the idea came from.
That's the vibe that I was getting from it, too. And I actually really like the old racetrack memorabilia. There's cars all over the place, but these tracks, I mean, there's only so many of them. And the fact that they were able to recover some artifacts, if you will, from these tracks is really cool. And even though I wanted that flag stand, I'm glad it has a home here. That's a really
It has
good
a
idea.
home, and it looks like it's going to be a permanent home back there in the graveyard off of turn number 4. So did you get in a bidding war for that flag stand or what?
I had, because there was a list of things that were going to go for sale. And as soon as I saw that, I thought, crow's nest at the race shop. That's what we need. And I tried, and I'm thinking it was already spoken for when I reached out. I reached out as quick as I could, but again, just glad it's got a home.
It's got a good home here, yes. Greg McCarnes and Angie and Al, they are all doing a fantastic job here at Madison International Speedway. That's Sam Bardis. That's the wall, the outside wall in turn 3. Sam Bardis built this facility, and back in the day, man, this was state of the art. You imagine back in the day, a fast, high-banked half mile? Holy moly.
Yeah.
Badass.
And this place is still, I think, state-of-the-art. A lot of tracks are in similar shape nowadays regionally, but this is a beautiful facility. I have not been here, just like Slinger, I had not been here since Ross Kenseth won. And Slinger was a lot longer ago, but it's such a nice track. And watching practice today, I want to get out there really bad. And then I got to walk the grandstands, and it's just a beautiful place.
First car out to qualify. is the 11, the Appalachian Sucker Punch. Smoky Hollow Campground Club Lamarck entry of Bryce Miller. Bryce Miller in the 11 machine. Bryce has had, it's good to see him turning his season around. At the opener at Slinger Super Speedway, he crashed in the last chance qualifier, absolutely destroyed his race car, and this team was scrambling. And they got hooked up with Appalachian Sucker Punch, got one of the cars out of the Virginia area, and was able to put it together and fly in the Appalachian Sucker Punch colors. And Bryce Miller does a nice job there marketing that, and he, on his second lap, goes an 18.045. So we will have to see how his zero holds up Whoa, hang on. Weston Marthaler. Goodness gracious. The 100 machine. Sideways off at turn 2. The 19-year-old from Glenwood, Minnesota. Marthaler Automotive. Marthaler Honda Toyota of Ashland. And he...
something looks wrong here.
He didn't even pick it up and get back on the throttle after it broke loose on him there.
Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe something broke in the rear end with how that snapped, and then he tried to gather it back up, and then it wiggled right away again. So obviously he feels a problem in that thing, and he's got to square away.
Chris Wimmer calling the shots on that number 100 machine. We'll get you an update there on that just as quickly as we can. The 5 machine. Next up on track from Edgerton, this is Casey Johnson. Casey Johnson, the Hogan Farms, Marcus McGuire Homes, Valley Gasket, Oak Creek Automotive entry. Casey Johnson, 4-time series champ, swept the 2 races, the 2 tour races here at Madison last year. Won the Joe Shear Classic and then came back midway through the 2025 campaign and won the Howie Lettow Classic on his way to his 4th Midwest Tour Championship. He goes to the top of the board on lap number 1. Lap number 2, a little bit better as we would expect. He goes a 7:27, so a 17:727. He had a good week, hey? About a week
he's
and a half
probably
ago.
still riding that high from the Slinger Nationals. Yep. Interesting race that was, but that's got to be at the top of his list.
Here is the aforementioned Penn Sauter, the DeForest, Wisconsin driver, T-Sport, Napa of Cheyenne, Wyoming, Don's Auto, Oak Creek Automotive number 5 machine, the 16-year-old Penn Sauter. Second quick on lap number 1, a 17:913. As we said, currently second in the Midwest Tour points.
I think he's going to be really happy with that first lap there, as that matched what he was running earlier in practice. Let's see if he picks it up a little bit.
He will. He'll go to the top of the board at 6:04. Now, he was one of 2 cars that I noticed that they were changing gears after the first practice session. Penn said it wasn't turning it quick enough RPMs. He never got to the chip.
Yeah, and a lot of times you can use the chip as an indicator on where you need to let off. It helps you up out of the hole, meaning as you exit the corner, you're picking up your speed faster. You might not hit a top speed, but it helps you slow down if you have more gear in it, and it also helps indicate where you need to be letting off when you get into a rhythm later in the race.
Northfield, Minnesota's Billy Moan takes to the track. Lake State Builders, North Star Excavating, LG Trucking, Billy Moan third quick, 17:796. Nice lap by Billy Moan. His Minnesota brethren takes to the Speedway. Webster, Minnesota's Ty Fredrickson, 17-year-old MFR, Herman's Landscape Supply, Toyota Racing 36. Here's a youngster who has had some good runs here at Madison International Speedway. He's had fast time in the Tour before. He ran the ASA Stars National event here, and he was up near the podium on the ASA Stars National and the ASA Midwest Tour right here at Madison. So Ty Fredrickson, his second lap is good enough for second quick, a 17:710. still chasing Pensar. My goodness, a 16-year-old is quickest and a 17-year-old is second.
The kids are taking over.
Oh, my gosh. We're sounding old, aren't we? The 87 machine on track. Brent Edmonds from Janesville, the Schultz's Interstate Ag. Precision Drive and Control. Wegner Reges Supply, number 87. He leads the championship point standings here at Madison in weekly action. 5 wins to his credit so far in 2026. That's their weekly late models are more of a limited late. This is a super late. Brent Edmonds, 5th quick, 17.876. They were supposed to have that car out, the 87, at the Joe Scheer Classic practice day. Had some problems with the motor. So that 87 car is making its debut here and provisionally 5th quick. The 58 on track right now comes to us from Holman, Wisconsin, the Chosen Valley Farm entry of Joe Scholze. Scholze, the 43-year-old driver, finished 10th in the championship's point standings 1 year ago.
Yeah, I got a chance to talk with him a little bit before the cars hit the track today, and he was pretty confident in the way the car was prior to practice. He couldn't really back it up with a good lap time in practice, but he might have something that we're not seeing yet because he was pretty happy with it when I got to talk to him.
Cody Vanderloop, Freedom, Wisconsin driver to the Ken Sports, Van Handel Auto Body, Rodak Construction, Ford, number 4. Cody, the 22-year-old, 4 career Midwest Tour starts. Scored his first career top 10 last time out at Norway Speedway. Has to give the youngster some confidence. Making the transition from sport trucks to Midwest trucks to now super late models. That's some big jumps.
Oh, yeah. Probably wanted a little bit more out of his car there, because it looks like you're probably going to want a 9 to be where you want to be for the invert.
We will find that invert out, what it's going to be in opening ceremonies. Again, if you're watching on our live look-in on social media, this is qualifying for the ASA Midwest Tour. And this is the 52 machine of Andy Jones. Comes to us from Gurnee, Illinois, the Pro Finish 5-star bodies, Quartermaster MGF 52, Hamke chassis machine, son of the Zero Hero Tom Jones. Andy Jones looking to make his first Midwest Tour start in about 2 years, and Andy is going to go second quick.
Good lap.
17.696. Andy Jones. He was another driver. Remember I said there was 2 drivers that I saw that changed gears. Andy was another one of those drivers. They said it just wasn't turning enough RPM. They missed a little bit on that. Changed gears. Here's Paulie Schaefer, the Track TV. Dynamic Metal Recycling, number 7, the 29-year-old from Portage, Indiana. Scored a win at Jefferson.
Yep.
He was excited.
Oh, yeah, and he's been on a bit of a hot streak here, and he looked just as good as the past few nights that he's been on track in practice, so we'll see what he runs for a lap. There's a second quick.
Whoa, a 650, 17.650. So excellent job there. Elko, Minnesota is chiming in, cheering for Ty Fredrickson and Tristan Swanson. Swanson, of course, in the Midwest trucks. Hello, Nicole. Glad to have you watching. Haven't seen you in a while. We'll have to change that. Pam and Dave watching from Donnie and Chucky's Garage. Bob Gates checking in. Wendy Weinkoff checking in from Merrill, Wisconsin. This is Gabe Summers.
I think this is going to be a good lap, Dean.
He was good in practice, wasn't he?
And he ran a 7 on his first lap.
Oh, third quick. Check that second. 6:33. 17.633. Gabe Summers in the Furo Fabricators MHSW Aero Precision Meristem Crop Performance 15. He didn't run many laps, did Gabe, in the first practice, was at the top of the board, and you said he didn't think he ran in the second?
I don't recall seeing him out there at all in the second practice session, and when I walked back through the pits after the first one, there wasn't a whole lot going on over by the cars, so I'm thinking they were pretty happy with it.
This is the 44 machine from Gleason, Wisconsin, the Wagner Oil Company, Team CJ Realty. EAU, Teddy G Auto Service, 44, Justin Mondyke. Mondyke, 8th. No, check that. 2nd for Justin. They're getting closer to Pensauter.
I asked Justin if tonight was the night. He's been so close so many times here, and he might be onto something. I didn't think his practice times backed it up, but right there, he just goes to show you that he might be hiding something for the race.
Our leading rookie contender on the Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Midwest Tour on track right now from Slinger, Nick Egan, the Ewald Automotive Group, Bonafide Security Solutions, Zeller Transportation entry.
Looks like he's having a little bit of trouble getting the rubber to meet the road on exit. So he had a big slide coming out of turn 2.
He'll go up to 11th quick, jumps Cody Vanderloop. Egan's 17.934. Last time we were at Madison International Speedway on the tour, this driver ended his day in victory lane. It's the Car Corner Crazy Times Pub entry of Austin Nason. Austin Nason in the 14. Winner of the Joe Shear Classic earlier this year. This machine looks stout in practice. Austin Nason, let's see what he can do on his laps. Lap number 1 was good enough for 10th quick. And Austin will go up to 5th on lap number 2. I would watch for that driver come feature time. He won this event, did Austin Nason, in 2023. One of the closest drivers to Madison International Speedway makes his way on track right now. The driver of the 77 from Utica, it's Riley Stenjum. Riley Stenjum in the Screamin' Norwegian. House Contractors, Hogan Farms, Finish Line Towing, 77. 2 career runner-ups. A driver looking for his first career win on the tour. And Riley will slot in 8th quick at a 17.711. Levon Vandergeest on track right now in the 23 machine. Zillage Asphalt, Central Sawdust, Custom Meats, Friendship House, Ewald Automotive Group entry. He was pretty solid in practice, was Levon.
Yeah, I noticed right away they didn't really like what they started with, and they made one change, and it moved him up. It had to have been like 10 spots on the board, and then from there he only went up. So it'll be interesting to see what he can run here. He's fighting it a little bit right now.
Yeah, he looked like he struggled off of 2 and off of 4.
Yeah, that car was dancing quite a bit, Dean, and he's probably not. Well, I know he's not happy with what he ran there.
12th quick, best of the 2 was the 17.912. This is the 71. We talked about him earlier in double duty action. Comes to us from Caledonia, Wisconsin, the Pro Finish. Cunis Auto Group, McCloskey Farms entry of Blake Brown. Blake Brown in the 71, behind the wheel of a car that's normally driven by Jeff Storm. They took the deuce nickel off and put the 7-1 on the side. Got Blake comfortable in the machine. And the reason why this event is so important for Blake Brown, who will slot in 11th quick, is Howie Lettow was Blake's crew chief for a time back in the 08-09 era. If you saw the pictures on Facebook, Blake looked like he was about 12. Working with Howie. Howie, we'll talk about that. One of the best premier crew chiefs, mentors to young drivers, certainly in the upper Midwest, if not the entire country. And Blake Brown, this event, so important to him. That's why he's pulling double duty here today. This is Mitch Haver in the 7. The Progress Manufacturing, RHR Products, Reed Racing Enterprises entry. Mitch goes 12th quick at a 17.8 flat. 19 cars have taken the speedway. I believe we have 20. Yep, here comes the 4 machine up next. This is Scotty Tomasek. Scotty Tomasek in the number 4 entry, Avon, Indiana. Recrafted Roofing, Morris Transmission and Repair, Claremont Liquors. winner of the last super late model event. Talk about speedways that have gone by the wayside. Scotty won the last super late model event ever at Ileana Motor Speedway, and they broke an upper A-frame, left front upper A-frame in practice. That's talk about putting you behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that could be a result if you enter too low and you overload, say, like you either hit the curb, which this is grass here, but there's such a transition between the bank and where the grass is, you can do some damage to your left front suspension. Just like that, where you got down a little bit low in 3 and 4. If you hit that wrong, I've broken upper control arms the same way. So it's possible that's what happened, but
19th quick for Scotty and 18.073. Weston Marthaler back out in the 100. He was our second qualifier that we had out, and he had some issues. Good to see that crew is able to make the repairs there. Good-looking machine. Youngster has been doing a lot of racing this year. Just his 4th career Midwest Tour start, but he's been running New Smyrna. He's been running out in Las Vegas at the Bull Ring. Ran the Chili Willy and the Rattler. So he has been doing some racing so far here in 2026. Has Weston Marthaler. Qualifying comes to a conclusion. We talked about Wendy Weinkoff. Hello, Wendy. I didn't mean to slight you before. She's checking in. Watching from Merrill, Wisconsin, while the hubby gets the super late model all done. That'd be Chris Weinkoff, the hubby. Jenna Goralski says, hi, Brock.
Hi, Jenna.
Watching on our back porch with friends, grilling steaks and drinking lattes.
Good call. You know, they invited me over there tonight, and I had to unfortunately decline because I'm here. But I always have a lot of fun with those guys when we get to hang out.
Have a latte for me. Kurt Keene checking in, watching from Troy's TikTok. He says to have fun, fellas. That is a Penn Sauter shirt that we spotted in the grandstand. There's a couple of them there. Look at that. Well, the reason why we're looking at the Penn Sauter shirt is...
How about that cow print purse, though? All right.
Fast qualifier, Penn Sauter. Congratulations, young man. We will hear more from him as part of our opening ceremonies. Penn Sauter. What, is that a Brock Heinrich shirt?
All right. We got Heinrich fans here.
Who's that? Is that your dad?
It's probably my mom and dad.
All right. Brockstar. Representing. Good to see.
They're my travel buddies to make sure I don't fall asleep on the way home.
Yeah, we got, oh, yeah, sure. There's Mom. That's Mom, right?
Yep.
Mom and Dad?
On Pa.
Yeah.
My mom is the one who loves going to the racetrack. My dad was like, I don't really know if I want to go, but it looks like he found something good to eat. He has no idea we're talking about him right now. And he wanted to listen into this so bad. This would be so funny if they were listening.
Well, if he had the live look-in going on.
Actually, it looks like my mom is listening right now. She's got her earbuds in.
What's your mom's name?
Well, she has no idea where the camera is.
What's Mom's name?
That's Carrie.
Carrie.
Mama Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
We're watching you.
There
she is. She found us.
Watching our live look-in on Track TV from the track. There you go.
She just has to hear how her little boy's doing on the mic.
Uh-huh.
They critique me.
Having some fun here at Madison International Speedway. Glad to have you with us here on this beautiful Friday night. Howie Lettow Classic for the Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Midwest Tour, presented by 5-Star Race Car Bodies. And the Howie Lettow Classic 30 for the Midwest Truck Series, presented by Hogan Farms. We are up next with our opening ceremonies. If you were watching on our social media live look-in, either on YouTube or Facebook Live, we do appreciate that. We, however, are going to shut off the live look-in here. So we're going to need you to go over to tracktv.com. Tell your mom to go over to tracktv.com.
All right, Ma, time to get out the credit card and or bootleg my account. And
no, we don't do that. Go over to tracktv.com and get yourself signed in, Carrie. Do that, and or you could, since you're here.
I know for well she's signed in.
She could just watch the races too. She's at the track.
Good point.
But we are going to shut off the live look-in. We do appreciate you checking in, chiming in. Let us know where you were watching. We do appreciate that. But the live look-in has come to an end. If you're a subscriber, we'll keep you right here. Stay right with us. Opening ceremonies are coming up in about 15 minutes here from Madison International Speedway.
Better than a bootlegger. Way better than a bootlegger. Pretty good. Very blueberry. Highly recommend this to anybody out there. It's pretty good. 10 out of 10 right there.
I think it's delicious. I had the peach, I had the grape at Five Flags. Trying the pina colada right now. Feels like I'm on the beach somewhere.
5-star bodies. The most advanced bodies on the market. Aerodynamically engineered. Manufactured from the highest grade and lightest weight materials. Tested tough for optimum performance. The highest quality and most durable products you'll find anywhere. Our products help racers around the world reach victory lane. Winning never looks so good. Faster, lighter, stronger, better. 5-star.
This corner isn't just a car lot, it's where stories begin. First jobs, first road trips, creating memories and starting new chapters. For the dreamers, the doers, the ones building something of their own, we've got you too. Because at Car Corner, it's not just about getting a car, it's about where that car will take you.
On race day, performance matters, and off the track, it matters even more. Jim Burke Excavating delivers power, precision, and reliability when it counts. Proud sponsor of number 80, Ryan Farrell Racing.
Nortec Equipment are committed to helping you empower your landscape projects with our line of soil processors for tractors, skid steers, and mini skids. Based out of Wausau, Wisconsin, Nortec Equipment products are proudly made in the USA. Our products deliver expertly engineered equipment at competitive prices that are tailored to meet the diverse needs of the turf, landscape, construction, and agricultural industry. Give us a call today at 715-393-4458. Nortec Equipment are proud sponsors of Fredericton Racing.
Why not give your grill the deep clean it deserves? The CitraSafe Grill Cleaner Complete Bucket Kit has everything you need to get your grill spotless, inside and out. Powered by natural citrus, CitraSafe cuts through the toughest grease and grime safely and easily. No harsh chemicals, no hassle. Recipes taste better on a clean grill.
I've been told my whole life that I'm pretty fast. For a girl. Well, I hate to break it to you, but that's not true. Because with the right team, you write your own story. So no, I'm not fast for a girl. I'm fast, period.
Goes up the track, contact. Sutton one to the outside lane, now cross once more. Real estate down low. They go, big bang.
The 16-year-old that brought the hometown crowd. Todd Frederickson wins it at Elko.
Racers are dedicated to winning. And Chevrolet Performance's 3 factory-sealed circle track crate engines can help you get to the checkered flag first. Whether you're a weekend warrior or a touring hero, on dirt or pavement, Chevrolet Performance Circle Track crate engines are engineered to win. Right out of the box.
We're the leader in race fuels. We've been doing this since in the 60s. We use our distillation tower, which is unique. No other race fuel companies do that in the world. We also test every single batch that goes out the door on over 15 different parameters that ensure the tune-up will be identical.
That consistency in the marketplace that makes us a premium brand.
Make the same stuff every time. We're pretty darn close to perfect.
Fire Suppression Solutions, proud sponsor of the ASA Stars National Tour.
We get to meet other drivers, team members. People come up to you in the pits and say thank you, and I'm glad you're here. And it's more positive than you've probably heard in a long time. We just want you to get out and understand that there are people who care. Our Safe 22 Motorsports program is made up of partnerships with many disciplines and experience to everyone. You might get to rent, you might not. And what I can guarantee you're going to do is not sit inside your own self-pity, and you're going to have a good time.
Coming to green for the Norway 100. Haver and Vandergeest door to door down into one. There he is, Vandergeest with a half a car out on Haver. Haver just hanging on that left rear up on the door now. Just can't quite dispose of him. And now Levon will take the lead down to 3.
Here's the battle for the lead. Shaping up off of corner number 4. Casey Johnson dips the nose to the inside of Levon.
Vandergeest trying to hang tough on the outside. Let's see how long he can hang tough as Johnson goes door to door. We had somebody off the front straightaway.
You can see the dust. If you get off the front straightaway and the back straightaway, it kicks up that dust. Casey Johnson leads at lap 22.
And we're going to get a caution. So getting a caution should go to the last completed lap. There's Brazen Bennett. He might have been the car that went off track.
As we get ready to go back to green, Levon Vandergeest, Casey Johnson. Vandergeest through the Racing Electronics restart zone. And we are back to green.
Good restart for Levon. He may be able to get rid of Casey here.
No.
Casey now going to have his hands full trying to get back in line before he gets pressure from Zier.
Oh, and Casey couldn't get down. Dalton Zier had the nose of the 119. He's fighting the steering wheel. See that?
Yep, he was bobbing and weaving just the same as Gabe is here. You can see it.
The hands don't lie.
They do not. Swatting flies in there. Gabe might lose a spot. That is Mondyke slipping through.
As Gabe Summers making some hay to the rear deck lid of the 44 Mondyke.
Mondyke just starting to slip on exit. He doesn't have to drive off. He had just a handful. Oh, big shot.
Oh, we got a car upside down.
We have one upside down.
We understand that Brock is out of the car. And okay.
That's good to hear.
We're going to have to get that 52 machine righted, however. Back on all 4.
3 and 4. He's sideways, even behind Vanderloop here, and then he runs out of racing surface. Tries to bring it back. He's lucky he caught it back to the left the way he did, or he caught that concrete pillar.
Yep. But backed it into the tire barrier and went on the tip over.
Upside down. Back to the Racing Electronics restart zone. Little over halfway to go. 58 laps remaining in this one. Zier, the control car, fires, and we are back to green. Mondyke was trying to bait him out there, and it did not work.
He was trying. He was trying. Justin Mondyke going to stick up on the high side. Gabe Summers going to try to sneak underneath, but Mondyke can clear the 15 and get back down to the bottom.
These 4 all over each other. Oh, Penn shoving Gabe into Mondyke that time. Good old Midwestern short track action at the front of this one. And Dalton's here is hearing it on the radio. They're duking it out. Don't worry about it. You got 18 to go, champ.
Dalton's here, former series champion, former Norway champion, and he will go back to back at his old stomping grounds.
Oh, we had a great car. I mean, First Business Bank, Gildan American Apparel was, 119 was awesome. Couldn't have done it without my crew. But special thanks to John and Linda Beal. They're watching at home right now. And they just without their support, we wouldn't be here with this car winning races like this. And I can't thank them enough. And John and his parents there have supported my racing the last 6 years. And it's really I can't express my appreciation enough to be here and racing cars like this, quality cars, not just this one, but our competition has excellent equipment. And to sit in victory lane is a tough deal these days. So it takes everybody to make it happen. And thank you all the fans for coming out and supporting the event. We put on great races everywhere we go.
All right, Brockstar, we had to get that out of the way, right? You watched yourself. Okay, you're here.
I've watched it a
still
few
good?
times. Yeah, no, I mean, I got a custom shirt on to make fun of myself a little bit for doing that. It is what it is, It sucks that it put us out.